Well, you may have seen this girl up on stage at the MTV VMAs, but now she's at B96.
Yeah.
Give it up for Rita Ora.
Hello. Rita Ora. We taking this mic?
Oh, sure. There you go.
How are you?
How you doing? I think this is your mic right here, right?
Oh.
You want to sit down? You gonna stand? Whatever you want to do.
I think I'm going to sit.
Yeah, go ahead. Sit down.
Okay, hi everybody. Very nice to meet you.
Was anybody else drooling watching the MTVs like Styles of Roman wear when Rita Ora? You were
There you
drooling?
go. Okay, good.
No.
You were drooling. Yes. So, I mean, your dress was obviously a hit. Did you know
thanks.
wearing that dress, the reaction you were going to get like days after?
No, I didn't. I just knew that a red silk dress, like, it's obviously not, I mean, it's just a very, like, sexy color, sexy kind of material. And it doesn't go wrong, really. So
I mean, the girl was sexy, too, wearing it. It wasn't just,
Oh,
just the
thanks.
dress,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Thanks. No, I just wanted it to, I don't know, I kind of just wanted to feel hot. So a
It's
red
not-
dress for me makes me feel hot.
It's not like you don't look amazing right now, but is there any way you can go in that back room over there and put that red dress on and come back out here?
Yeah, sure, definitely. I don't have it, though.
We'll give you a
Oh,
go.
all right.
So
well,
I think I
lucky
might
for
just
us.
be naked instead.
Okay.
Naked it
Even
is.
better.
Yes.
Even better. I like this interview already.
Now, let's talk about it for a second. When you guys got asked, you and Iggy, to do Black Widow up on stage at the VMAs, insane. You know, so many people, millions of people are watching it. And then 2 days before you're going to do it at the MTV VMAs, Iggy falls off a stage.
I know. It was scary. See, that was like oh my gosh, imagine like if something happened and we couldn't perform at the VMAs.
Was that your first thing? Was it, oh my God, is Iggy okay? Or was
No,
it,
I was just
are we
kind-
going to be able to perform?
No, of course was Iggy okay. But I was thinking, can I get her rap right? So maybe I could like pretend to be her like
Right.
on stage.
There you go.
Or roll her out. No, thank goodness she's all right. Do you know the drop looks worse than it actually was?
Yeah.
She could explain herself, but she actually has no bruises or anything. She's actually good. She's good.
She has a little bit of padding.
The security guard was
help the fall, though.
more messed up than she was.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you've been performing for a long time.
Yeah.
Any horror stories that, of you falling or dropping the mic or
It
forgetting?
happens all the time.
Really?
Like, yeah, but you know, sometimes people just, you know, it's just unfortunate she got recorded doing it. You know,
Right.
some people just do it and get back up, and sometimes you get recorded. It's just like a timing thing. But she was, you know, you fall over your heels. Like, it's not easy to perform in heels. You know,
I
It's
know.
terrible.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
mean,
hard.
That's
Oh.
why we wear gym shoes now.
Oh,
we
you know-
stopped wearing heels because we were falling off the stage all the
Those are
damn
not
time.
gym shoes.
These
Yeah,
aren't?
those aren't.
They're
Those aren't.
Converses.
They're Chucks.
Those are all right.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
kidding. They're hot.
She's
So
a ball buster. I like this girl.
Should I take my shoes off? Is that what you're saying?
No,
No,
your feet.
please don't take
no,
your
his
shoes
feet
off.
stink. I got to ask you something on the
Take a
personal
whiff.
tip. Your album coming up. I
Yes.
saw. I'm a lifelong Michael Jackson and Prince fan.
Yes.
I read you worked with Prince on this album.
That's correct, yes.
Please explain to me your experience with Prince.
Okay, well, so me being a fan of his, and I was born in like the 90s, so he's so you know, Purple Rain and all that stuff has already been.
Yeah.
So I grew up learning about him, and he asked to meet me when I was in London. His management contacted me, and they said, you know, we'd really like to meet Rita, and I was like, do you mean like Prince Harry? Like that, like that sounds more realistic to me, like meeting the royal family than meeting Prince.
Right.
So they were like, no, like Prince. I was like, Guitar Prince, like the him. They were like, yes. I'm like, oh, okay.
The symbol Prince.
So anyway, after me comparing to every other Prince possible in humanity, I finally accepted that it was him, and I went to meet him, and he, you know, we've been friends ever since, and he's such an amazing person, and we worked well together.
All right, since we've been talking now for about 3 minutes, since we're really close friends,
Yeah.
did Prince hit on you nonstop or what? Let's be for real. I'm
not
sure it was
answering
awesome, the
that.
musical side, but did he hit on you?
I'm not answering that. That's so rude.
Yeah, that's rude.
Why?
That's the purple
It's
one.
Prince.
That's the purple one.
Okay, did the symbol hit on you?
All right, how about this? I will ask you this. Was he wearing high heels? Because he always wears heels.
Yeah, he always beats me in the shoe game.
Okay,
No, but
okay.
I can say that his energy hit on me. Like, he's got the best aura. Like,
Yeah.
he's just about music. So
Yeah.
he just loves having a bunch of talented people in one room.
Well, how great is that? I mean, like,
Yeah,
for
it's an
real.
honor,
And
real,
he
it's a
only works with the
compliment,
best, and he
yeah.
wanted to work with you. How dope is that?
It's a really good compliment. I just couldn't wait to get out of Minneapolis and go back and tell all my friends.
But
Yeah,
how nervous?
seriously.
How nervous were you
I
before?
was really nervous. I was nervous because I was like, what does one person do in Minneapolis? Like, I've never even heard of that place
You don't do
before.
anything in
yeah, really,
Minneapolis.
Prince is
nothing.
it. Like,
There's,
Prince
there's
is
nothing to do there.
Yeah.
And then I found out Paisley Park is more like a spaceship slash like
Yeah.
ridiculous, amazing place. You never kind of ever need to leave Paisley Park. Paisley Park is Prince's studio that he's built, and
Yeah.
it's legendary. Like the actual Purple Rain motorbike is
Yeah.
in there, and you know all of his trophies are in there, and everything he's done in his career. It's just incredible. So you know that was a nice little thing to kind of just crush
That's awesome.
her.
Awesome.
Let's talk about pop music for a second. I
Yeah.
mean, there's so much competition on the female side. I mean,
There
you
was
got
a lot of females at the VMAs.
you
huh?
got Taylor, you got Ariana, you got Demi, you got
Yeah.
Nicki, you got Katie, you got Iggy, you got yourself. Is there like, do you guys have like, is there like any enemies between any of those girls? Or are
No.
you guys all cool? Are you all friends? Or
I mean, in all honesty, because everyone's always got something going on. Like, there's no time to like create bullshit. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. We're good.
No,
We're not
you
live
can-
on the
you
radio.
can
We're
say
good.
bullshit all you want. It's okay.
Okay. There's no time to. I mean, it is in my song.
All
There's no
right.
time.
is,
There's
it
no
is.
We
time.
don't play that version
Yeah,
with that word,
I
but
know.
yeah, I got okay.
There's no time to bullshit around. I mean, me personally, like, I don't give out that kind of negative energy unless you've said something to curse out my family or my mother or something like that.
Or Prince.
Or
I mean,
Prince.
then you're done, right?
No, but I'm honestly gonna tell you, there's like no drama. There was no drama at the awards. No, it was all happy family kind of like.
It
What's
seemed
up?
like it seemed like you and Iggy are like the best of friends, man. On stage,
She's
it
the
seemed
best.
like y'all were. How did that collaboration come to be?
So Iggy and I met a few years ago. You know, we came on tour actually here in Chicago. We did what venue was it? Did I do
House of Blues, we're hearing.
House of Blues?
Maybe
Really?
some awesome venue in Chicago.
It was an amazing venue in Chicago, and nobody knew who me and Iggy were. And it was like I had one song out, and Iggy was just virally known at that point on her YouTube videos. And I just said, "Come and support me on tour." And she was like, well, "Okay." So we did like an eight kind of date tour, very little, very quick, but we've just been grinding for so long, and we have the same story, and both not being from the States and kind of being in the States it's a bit overwhelming at times, you know what I mean? So it was nice to have somebody who understood what I was saying, and like not seeing your family and having an accent, and then her being like a white Australian rapper and getting kind of like judged for it, and then me being an English girl and like you know, singing songs and growing up listening to American artists. So some people tell me like, why don't you sound English when you sing? It's because when I grew up, I never listened to English artists.
Right, it was American artists.
Like I always listened to American artists, like from Mariah Carey to like, you know, my R&B diva list goes on for years. So like, but when I talk, I'm like the most pikiest, chavviest person on the planet.
I don't even know what she just said. To be
See
completely
what I'm
honest.
saying?
It was awesome.
That was
Whatever
awesome,
she said
though.
was
I
awesome.
like, what?
Anyway, long story short, we have a very good connection, like personally, and like our mums are good friends, and like
That's cool.
you know, you just gotta pay respect when due, and that girl grinds, and whatever, whether you like her or not, she's winning. So
Yeah.
it's
Well,
good for her.
And so are you. And how
Thank
cool
you.
is it that you said, you know, a couple years ago you guys were doing shows and no one knew who you guys were?
Yes.
I mean, fast forward to what, Sunday,
I
MTV
know.
VMAs, y'all were
That's
rocking
what I
it.
mean. That for
Yeah.
us, it was such a special moment because we performed and we had a 2,000 capacity for this tour that we did a few years ago, and literally it was only like 150 people there.
Right.
And there was just a lot of space, and I just remember feeling so empty and like upset and being so distraught, and why did I expect people to even come? You know, and now moved to like 3 years later, you know, Iggy's 7 weeks at the top with one freaking song, and and like, you know, and there's me having sold out tours in the States without even releasing an album,
Yeah.
and doing movies and just meeting all these people and just feeling like, oh my gosh, like I feel like, you know, I'm being finally respected for something.
That's awesome.
And you know, every teen, every guy in America
Yeah,
across
clap-
the world, clap for that.
That was a really awesome
Thanks.
answer.
Everybody knows who you are teen-wise, but now you're going to take it to the adults where everybody's going to know you are,
I
because
know.
you are going to be in the new movie 50 Shades of Grey. All the ladies
Yes.
like, oh my
Yes, yes,
Oh my
yes.
god. You're playing, who is it? I don't know anything about these
Yeah,
books. Or
right.
anything. You're paying, you say yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm saying it.
Are you
right.
blaming the shoes again?
I
You're playing Mia.
Yes, I play Mia Gray, who is the sister of Christian Grey. And she kind of studies in France. She speaks fluent French, and she flies over to see her family and loves her brother dearly. And she's kind of like oblivious to what's happening. But she's really kind of like there, like spicing up, checking out his new girlfriend who he brings to dinner. And the role for me wasn't, it's not, you know, a main role, but the fact that, you know, I'm involved in this phenomenon is kind of like a trilogy. And it's a great, great way for me to really open the doors to this whole world of movies.
Yeah,
So,
it's a huge.
and it's a great book, and the director and the writer were both British females. It was like a female empowering set. It was like, it was pretty awesome to be part of such a cult of like power. If that makes any sense?
Now you have like a different kind of energy going into the movie thing. I mean, like obviously you've had success singing and being a musician, but the movies got to bring a whole different energy to you. Is there a different kind of nervousness to it?
Oh yeah, it's a whole nother thing. I mean, with music and music videos, it's kind of like what you want goes. You know, you can do what you want on stage and act how you want wherever you want. But like with the music, I mean, with a movie role, you kind of have to not be yourself. You know, so you really have to like get your music-y shit out of your mind.
Yeah, right.
And
That's the fourth time you said shit. Just
But it's cool because we're not live on the radio, so it's all. This shit is awesome. It's good.
Are we live somewhere?
Streaming.
We're streaming.
Yes.
Hi everybody!
Yay, what up?
Streaming.
What up?
I knew you were streaming, but I thought it was just a performance streaming. I didn't know the interview was streaming.
Oh,
as
we
well.
stream everything.
Oh, that's
stream
great.
everything.
Even
Everything.
Everything. Hey! We're not streaking.
That's
We're
streaming.
streaming.
That's streaming. Just streaming. Just streaming. Let's talk about the single
Yes.
that is blowing up right now on B96. I Will Never Let You Down. Has everybody heard of that song before?
Aw.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, how excited do you get when you perform a song like that when pretty much the audience can sing it and you don't even have to sing anymore?
It's great. I mean, honestly, this was the first time I ever released a song that was actually the truth in my story and in my life. Like, usually, like R.I.P. and Party NBS and Shine Your Light and all these songs on my first record that I released in Europe was, it was all something to do with me, but it was a metaphor of the situation. You see what I mean? It wasn't like going straight in. I Will Never Let You Down was really what it says it is. It's like, I will never let you down. And this was when I wrote, Calvin wrote this in a honeymoon period, and it was like a really, really honest kind of, just, there was nothing and nobody else involved. And it was like a really sincere, fresh, natural, organic, no pressure. And I think it just, it's such a clear message. And this song has been my most successful song yet. Even though in Europe I've had like 4 #1 singles, in the States is the first time, you know, I've really had a major reaction.
That's the shit.
This is the first time I've had a really major, genuine reaction, you know, and it feels incredible. And like, you know, I feel like it's an amazing platform now, and we're just going higher and higher and higher. And then it's a great beginning.
We've had some other artists that were from overseas, and you know how you say you have 4 #1s in the UK or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you telling me that you grew up listening to American artists. Was that kind of the goal? I mean, like to have this American hit record, is that kind of like on a whole different level for you of success?
And they have 2 single Chicago DJs interviewing right now. Was that the goal?
That was the goal.
Was that?
Right.
Honestly, like the whole thing that people think of, you know, conquering America and us not being from America, and the whole idea of like taking America by storm, it's so, to me, over-labeled because it puts pressure without you even realizing there's so much pressure. Because America is huge. You could have so much talent in this place. You guys are like spoilt for choice. You've got like bands and incredible artists, incredible songwriters, and yes, we also have people like that in the UK and historically, like, you know, the Beatles and all that kind of stuff. But now, where music is going right now, it's right here. You know, music is evolving, and I feel like if you look at the charts, it's kind of, right now, it's really UK based. Like, there's a lot of UK artists in the chart.
Sam Smith's doing okay.
Sam
he's
Smith,
all right, yeah.
Disclosure, Clean Bandit, myself, and you know, I think it's an amazing evolution that music right now isn't just like the typical things you see in the chart. There's like people from different countries. Like, you know, it. For me, it's not about the American dream anymore. For me, it's about the world domination.
There you
That's
go.
great.
You
Wow,
see?
that's awesome.
So that even though I'll be more than grateful, you know, if we do get
Yeah,
a
right?
#1 single in America.
Well, you're on your way. You're
But I
definitely
mean,
on
I'm
your
just
way.
really now just writing just for the sake of making music. I'm kind of taking the whole conquering #1 thing out of my mind and just making music because I love it. So.
Yeah, just have fun. Now, if you
Yeah.
look at Facebook, you know, people are out joking around doing this ice bucket challenge.
I know I did it.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Who nominated you to do it?
I got nominated from, oh my gosh, I can't remember. Who nominated me to do the Less Bucket Challenge?
Just one of the guys from One Direction, probably.
Yeah,
No
it's
big
just
deal.
5 sauce.
What?
Whatever. It's all
Jesse
good.
J. What? No big deal.
I honestly can't remember.
All right. Well, you did it. That's all. It's all that matters. You did it.
But I did do it.
Okay.
Well, we have a bucket of ice over here. Do you want to do it again?
No, my braids.
Your braids are fine. They're not going anywhere.
I know they definitely aren't. They're tighter than I can my brain right now.
How about this? How about we nominate you to perform live for our audience?
Oh,
Is that
please,
cool?
please, can I please
Is
do
that easier? Is that
Yes,
easier?
Yeah.
All right. You like that segue?
Hey,
That's pretty good, right?
We'll do the water bucket after you
all
perform.
right. After.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna make it really cool.
have to
Chicago.
remember.
One more time. Give it up for Rita Ora. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Thank you.